Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to tell you something powerful, something life-changing. Success isn't just a wish, it's a calling. And it's a calling straight from God himself. When you feel stuck, defeated, or unsure of what's next, that calling is still there. It's waiting for you to tune in, step up, and take action. Success begins when you trust the inner voice of God as your guide. It's a profound yet simple truth. God's direction in your life is like a built-in GPS, always recalculating, always guiding, and always leading you closer to the success he's called you to achieve. Yet, many of us ignore that voice. We doubt it, question it, or allow the noise of life to drown it out. What we fail to realize is that when we don't listen to his guidance, we risk walking in circles, repeating the same mistakes, and missing the opportunities laid out before us. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt stuck as if no matter how much effort you put in, you aren't moving forward? Or maybe you've achieved success in one area but feel a lingering void, an emptiness you can't quite fill. That feeling comes from misalignment. Success without purpose will always feel hollow. And purpose, true, lasting purpose, comes from God. His voice isn't just there to comfort you, it's there to lead you. But here's the catch. It requires trust. Think about what a GPS does. You enter the destination, and it calculates the best route to get you there. Sometimes it directs you down a straight path, and other times it asks you to take a detour. Maybe there's traffic up ahead, or the road you thought was fastest is actually blocked. You don't argue the GPS, right? You follow. Now, apply this to God's direction in your life. You might think you know the way to success. You might have a plan in your mind, a timeline, a set of goals. But God sees the bigger picture. He knows where the roadblocks are, where the detours need to happen, and where opportunities are waiting for you. Your job is to trust him and follow his lead. But trust isn't passive, it's active. It's choosing to obey even when the path ahead doesn't make sense. It's stepping forward in faith even when you can't see the whole picture. That's the challenge for many of us. We want to see the end before we begin. We want guarantees. But God doesn't work that way. He asks us to take the first step, to show up, to say yes, and to trust that he'll reveal the rest as we move forward. Success isn't about having all the answers. It's about aligning your actions with his guidance one step at a time. Now, let's talk about how this applies in your day-to-day life. How do you hear God's voice? How do you know you're on the right path? It starts with quieting the noise. We live in a world that's constantly pulling at us. Emails, social media, endless to-do lists. But God's voice isn't found in chaos. It's found in stillness. When you take the time to pause, to pray, to reflect, you create space for him to speak. And when he speaks, it won't always be in the way you expect. It might be a sense of peace about a decision you're making, a gut feeling that tells you to move in a certain direction, or even a door that unexpectedly opens or closes. These are all ways God communicates with us. The question is, are you paying attention? Another key to following God's direction is understanding that his plans for you are always good. They may not always feel good in the moment, but they are designed to bring you to a place of growth, fulfillment, and success. When you trust that God's intentions are for your benefit, it becomes easier to surrender control. And surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to figure everything out on your own. It's about partnering with God, letting him take the lead while you do your part with excellence and faith. Finally, remember this. God's direction isn't just for the big moments in life. It's for the everyday decisions, the small choices that add up to big results. When you commit to seeking his guidance daily, you'll find that your life begins to align in ways you never imagined. Doors will open, relationships will flourish, and opportunities will appear. Not because you forced them to happen, but because you trusted in the one who knows the way. So if you're ready to experience true success, start by tuning in to the voice of God. Trust him as your GPS. Enter the destination he's calling you to and let him guide you step by step. The journey won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. With God as your guide, success isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Success. Faith is the foundation of action, the bedrock of success, and the fuel that propels you forward in the face of uncertainty. Without faith, no amount of planning or effort will bring lasting results. You see, faith isn't just a belief system or an abstract idea. It's a force, a driving energy that connects you to God's promises and pushes you to take action, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Faith isn't passive, it's active. It requires you to step out, to trust in the unseen, and to move forward knowing that God is with you every step of the way. When you truly believe in something, your behavior changes. Think about it. If you believe you're capable of achieving a goal, you'll approach with confidence and determination. But if you doubt yourself, you'll hold back, hesitate, and second guess every move. Faith works the same way. When you believe in God's plan for your life and in His ability to guide you to success, you'll begin to act with boldness and courage. That faith becomes the catalyst for action, and action is what turns potential into reality. So what does faith in action look like? It starts with believing that you're not limited by your current circumstances. Too often, people allow their environment, past failures, or self-doubt to define their future. They say, I'll start work once I feel ready, or I'll move forward once I've everything figured out. But faith doesn't wait for everything to fall into place. Faith takes the first step, trusting that the next step will reveal itself. It's like walking up a staircase in the dark. You can't see the top, but you trust that each step will support you as you climb. Faith also means trusting in God's timing. This can be one of the hardest aspects to embrace because we live in a world that values instant results. We want success now, answers now, solutions now. But God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our expectations. Sometimes the delay isn't denial, it's preparation. God may be working behind the scenes, aligning people, opportunities, and resources to bring you into your next season. Your job is to keep believing, keep acting, and keep trusting that His plan is unfolding exactly as it should. However, faith isn't just about waiting, it's about doing. It's not enough to believe in God's promises if you're not willing to put in the work. Imagine a farmer who believes that rain will come to nourish his crops, but never takes the time to plant seeds. His belief alone won't produce a harvest. In the same way, your faith must be accompanied by effort. God has given you talents, skills, and opportunities, but it's up to you to use them. Success doesn't fall into your lap. It's cultivated through a partnership between your faith and your actions. Now, let's address the reality of fear and doubt. They're natural, and they'll show up every time you are on the verge of something great. But here's the good news. Faith and fear can't coexist. When you focus on your faith, fear loses its power. It doesn't mean you won't feel afraid. It means you'll act despite the fear because you trust in God's promises. Remember, fear is often based on lies, but faith is rooted in truth. And the truth is, with God on your side, nothing is impossible. Another key aspect of faith is perseverance. There will be moments when the journey feels hard, when obstacles seem insurmountable, and when giving up feels like the easier option. But faith keeps you moving. It reminds you that every setback is a setup for a comeback, that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. The Bible says faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. It's not about having perfect faith. It's about having enough faith to keep going one step at a time. Finally, faith isn't just about believing in what God can do, it's about believing in what He can do through you. Too often, people think God can work miracles, but not for me. They disqualify themselves based on their flaws, their past, or their insecurities. But God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. He has placed greatness within you, and your faith acts. When you believe in His power working through you, you'll begin to see yourself as He sees you, not as someone limited by fear or failure, but as someone equipped for success. Faith is a choice. It's a decision to trust in God's plan, to act with courage, and to keep moving forward no matter what challenges arise. When you let faith guide your actions, you tap into a power greater than yourself, a power that can overcome any obstacle, achieve any goal, and transform your life. Success isn't just about what you do, it's about who you believe in. And when you believe in God and the promises He has for your life, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Success is not a passive experience, it is an active pursuit, requiring deliberate and purposeful action. While faith provides the foundation and vision, action is the bridge that connects belief to achievement. Many people misunderstand success as something that happens to them when circumstances align perfectly. However, success is not about waiting for the right moment or relying on luck. It is about making intentional decisions and taking consistent steps toward your goals. Purposeful action transforms dreams into reality, turning potential into progress. Taking action begins with clarity. You cannot move effectively toward success if you don't know what you are aiming for. Clarity requires you to identify what success looks like for you and why it matters. This step is deeply personal, as success is not one size fits all. It might mean building a career that aligns with your passion, creating financial security for your family, or contributing to a cause that ignites your spirit. Whatever it is, purposeful action starts with defining your goals and understanding how they align with your values and God's plan for your life. This clarity creates a roadmap, allowing you to focus your energy and resources on what truly matters. Once you have a clear vision, the next step is to break it down into actionable steps. A large goal can often feel overwhelming, causing hesitation or procrastination, but when you divide it into smaller, manageable tasks, it becomes much more attainable. Each small action builds momentum and creates a sense of progress, which fuels motivation to keep going. For example, if your goal is to start a business, the first steps might include conducting market research, identifying your target audience, or creating a business plan. These actions may seem small in isolation, but together they build the foundation for larger accomplishments. Taking purposeful action also requires discipline. It's easy to get excited about a goal in the beginning, but maintaining consistent effort over time is what separates those who succeed from those who fall short. Discipline means showing up even when you don't feel motivated, staying focused despite distractions, and continuing to work through challenges. It's about doing what needs to be done even when it's difficult or inconvenient. Discipline turns intentions into habits, and habits are what sustain progress over the long term. Without discipline, even the best plans will remain unfulfilled. One of the most important aspects of purposeful action is the willingness to adapt. Success is rarely a straight path. Unexpected obstacles, setbacks, or changes in circumstances are inevitable. When this happens, it's tempting to give up or feel defeated. But purposeful action involves flexibility, being willing to adjust your approach without losing sight of your ultimate goal. This adaptability allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as barriers to success. It also reminds you that progress is not always linear, and even detours can bring valuable lessons or lead to unexpected breakthroughs. Another key element of purposeful action is persistence. There will be times when progress feels slow or when the results you hoped for don't materialize as quickly as you'd like. In these moments, it's essential to stay committed to the process. Success often requires patience and a long-term perspective. It's about planting seeds and nurturing them over time, even when you can't yet see the harvest. Persistence keeps you moving forward when the journey feels difficult, reminding you that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Purposeful action is also fueled by a sense of responsibility. When you take ownership of your success, you stop waiting for external factors to change and start focusing on what you can control. This shift in mindset is empowering because it puts the power back in your hands. Instead of blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck, you take charge of your decisions and actions. This sense of responsibility drives you to be proactive, resourceful, and determined, knowing that your efforts play a direct role in shaping your future. Finally, purposeful action must be aligned with service and contribution. True success is not about personal gain alone. It's about making a positive impact on others and the world around you. When your actions are driven by a desire to serve, they become more meaningful and fulfilling. Whether it's through your work, your relationships, or your community, aligning your efforts with a purpose beyond yourself adds depth to your achievements. It reminds you that success is not just about what you accomplish, but also about how your actions uplift and inspire others. In essence, purposeful action is the catalyst that turns dreams into reality. It involves clarity, discipline, adaptability, persistence, responsibility, and service. It's about taking intentional steps, no matter how small, and staying committed to the process, even in the face of challenges. Success is not something you wait for. It's something you create through consistent, focused effort. By embracing purposeful action, you align your goals with your values and God's purpose, paving the way for a life of growth, fulfillment, and impact. Gratitude and service are two powerful forces that amplify success and create a positive feedback loop, propelling you toward even greater achievements. While many view success as a solitary pursuit, the truth is that lasting success is deeply connected to the way we view the world and our willingness to give to others. Gratitude opens the heart and mind, creating a sense of fulfillment that attracts more abundance, while service to others ensures that success is not just for personal gain, but is used to make a positive impact on the world around us. Gratitude is the first step in this cycle. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already have. When we cultivate a mindset of gratitude, we begin to see the blessings in our lives that we may have previously overlooked. This perspective changes how we experience the world. Instead of feeling like we are in competition with others or constantly striving for more, we learn to appreciate what we have achieved and recognize the gifts that have brought us to this point. Gratitude brings contentment, and it allows us to celebrate the journey, not just the destination. But gratitude is not just about appreciating the big things. It's about recognizing the small, everyday blessings as well. It's easy to take things for granted when life is moving quickly, but when we slow down and truly reflect on all the good around us, our outlook shifts. This change in perspective is transformative because it enhances our ability to see opportunity in the present moment, rather than constantly waiting for the next big break. Gratitude reminds us that success is not just about accumulating wealth or recognition, but about appreciating the richness of life itself, our relationships, our health, our talents, and our experiences. Gratitude also has a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being. Studies show that regularly practicing gratitude can reduce stress, increase happiness, and improve overall life satisfaction. This positive mindset is crucial in the pursuit of success because it enables us to approach challenges with resilience and optimism. When we are grateful for what we have, we are less likely to be consumed by fear or doubt when things don't go as planned. Instead, we can stay grounded in the knowledge that we have the resources and the strength to overcome obstacles. Now, service is the second powerful element that amplifies success. The idea of serving others might seem separate from the pursuit of personal achievement, but in reality, it is deeply interconnected. True success is not just about what we can acquire for ourselves. It is about what we can give to others and how we use our success to make the world a better place. Service reminds us that we are part of a larger community and that our success should be shared in ways that uplift and empower others. Service goes beyond charity or volunteer work. It is about living with an attitude of giving. Whether it's sharing knowledge, offering support, or simply being there for someone in need, service is a reflection of a heart that is not solely focused on self-interest. When we use our success to serve others, we create a ripple effect of positivity that extends far beyond our own lives. This is the true measure of success. Not what we take, but what we give. One of the most fulfilling aspects of service is that it doesn't just benefit others, it benefits us as well. Helping others can create a sense of purpose and fulfillment that material success alone cannot provide. When we serve, we gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all people, and we become more compassionate and empathetic. This shift in perspective makes us more resilient because it connects us to a greater sense of meaning, helping us weather the storms of life with a sense of inner peace and gratitude. Furthermore, service creates opportunities for growth and learning. When you give of yourself, whether it's your time, resources, or skills, you gain valuable insights into the needs and challenges of others. This not only enhances your emotional intelligence, but also enriches your experiences, helping you develop a broader perspective on life. It's often in moments of service that we realize how much we have to offer and how much we can grow by stepping outside our own concerns. The most powerful aspect of service is that it creates a cycle of abundance. When we give to others, we often receive far more in return. This is not always in the form of material wealth, but in the form of deeper relationships, new opportunities, and a sense of fulfillment that cannot be bought. The more we serve, the more our hearts and minds expand, and the more success flows into our lives. The beautiful cycle. Gratitude opens the door to abundance, and service amplifies that abundance, creating a life that is rich in both achievement and meaning. In conclusion, gratitude and service are the twin pillars that support and amplify success. Gratitude aligns our hearts with the present moment, helping us appreciate all that we have and all that we are. It grounds us in contentment, allowing us to approach life with a positive mindset and a sense of peace. Service, on the other hand, ensures that success is not just about self-interest, but about making a positive impact on the lives of others. When combined, gratitude and service create a powerful force that propels us toward not only personal success, but also a life of purpose and contribution. As we cultivate both gratitude and service, we begin to experience the fullness of life, attracting even greater blessings and creating a lasting legacy that extends far beyond our own achievements.